So, big news for FM3 owners. These videos are brought to you by G66 UK. I did a video on my own channel, kind of looking at the FM3 now having gapless preset switching. But G66 UK, the place to get your FM3, FM9 and XFX3 in the UK with no waitlist and a UK service centre, so no import charges either. Right, I wanted today to look at some of the new amps that have now come across to us as FM3 users. I'm going to be suggesting that this is a way to do stuff. Generally, what I like to do is kind of hear stuff all through the same cab, and if I've got like a gigging preset or a preset that goes through a bunch of different stuff, to effectively use the same cab settings for all of it, essentially, and then that becomes like the glue, if you like. Whereas if you do change speakers with kind of every amp as well, I just think it can get a little bit too drastic and a bit different to what we're used to hearing in the real world. So, first of all, we got the new Stealth amp, 5153 Stealth. I'm going to use that, I think, for some of the higher gain tones that I want to look at here. We've also got 2203 high and low. So I'm going to go into the high input because I'm thinking that's probably what I might do if I was lucky enough to own one of these amps in real life. Okay, so that's obviously not probably what you'd associate with the JCM 800, but I think can definitely do some interesting things in terms of, you know, edge of breakup type vibes. Let's go with South Church. Where are you? Particularly here playing with a Les Paul, I'm really digging that tone with the JCM 800. Obviously, gain here at 2.3 as we crank. Where you kind of get into those more kind of classic Marshall vibes, but for kind of crunch. That's an underrated thing. Right, so then let's jump into Stealth for, I think, some kind of gainy goodness. We're going to keep that on the same channel. Now, obviously, 5153 I did a video on last week, so I'm not going to labour the point with this, but it can actually do some really, really awesome stuff, and basically a great lead amp without any pedals. Obviously you can use this for your more metal stuff. So that's kind of cool. Other things we've got in here, I think there's an AC30 Brilliant. This one here. I think Leon's done a whole video on this, which you want to check out. But so that's really, really nice as well. Then another thing that we've got the new Mesa Boogie Mark IV stuff, as well as the JP2C. So let's actually jump into the red shred mode for some more JP Boogie shred. And this one, now, another thing that I wanted to just quickly touch on is this idea. So we're going to save a copy just to here. Yes. Spill. Okay, so we need to have spillover turned on. But what I'm thinking is that to manage our spillover and stuff like that properly, this is not really changed too much from before. This was good practice before, but it's not something that I'd really thought about because I didn't really tend to do much in the way of switching between presets. I normally use scenes, right? Okay, now let's set the ratio. So good practice is going to be that if you want something to continue spilling over, so you can see I've got delay block 2 here is what I'm using. In this preset, what I would use if I want to maintain that would be delay 1, and we can just have a completely different type of delay, I guess. And now when I switch between presets, I'm not getting an interruption in the tail, and so that's basically going to be the good kind of way to do this. So I just wanted to touch on some of those new amps just very briefly. There's a bunch of others if you've not tried them out yet, but there's the 2204 low mode is new. The CA3 lead and rhythm weren't in here before. We got Rockaverb 50 in here as well. There's a bunch of cool stuff that's been added, as well as the BE and HBE. Those have been resorted essentially. So yeah, a really good update, and yeah, those Mesa Boogie amps in particular, a nice new addition. Some more modern amps, a Mark V and a JP2C. So pretty cool. And yeah, those 2203 amps, I'd suggest giving those a try for kind of edge of breakup stuff as well, because they're really awesome sounding. I'll catch you in another video soon. If you want to try this preset, I'm going to build it a bit further. Well, it's going to be 2 presets that you could put side by side and have slightly different things going on, but that's just to kind of test that spillover trails thing. I'll chuck it up into the folder, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers to G66.